My fate is nearly fulfilled. I wait but for one event, and then I shall repose in peace. My temper was sometimes violent, and my passions vehement. But by some law in my temperature, they were turned, not towards childish pursuit, but by an eager desire to learn, and not to learn all things indiscriminately. It was the secrets of heaven and earth that I desired, whether it be the outward nature of things, the inner spirit of nature, and the mysterious soul of man that occupied me. Still, my inquiries were directed to the metaphysical, or in its highest sense, the physical secrets of the world. Far more will I achieve. Treading in the path already marked, I will play a new way, explore unknown powers, and reveal to the world the deep mysteries of creation. I became acquainted with the science of anatomy. After days and nights of incredible labor and fatigue, I discovered the cause of generation and life. Nay, more, I became capable of bestowing animation upon lifeless matter! Yet, to prepare a frame for the reception of it, though I possessed the ability of bestowing animation, became a task of inconceivable difficulty and labor. With the intensity of veins, muscles, and limbs. I began the creation of a human being. As for the minuteness of the parts formed a great hindrance to my speed, I resolved to make the creature of gigantic proportions. That is to say, about 8 feet in length and proportionally large. A new species would bless me as its origin and source. Many happy and excellent natures would owe their being to me. No father could claim the gratitude of his child so much as I should deserve theirs! My work drew near to a conclusion. It was on a dreary night in November that I beheld the accomplishment of my toils. With an anxiety that amounted almost to agony, I collected the instruments of life around me that I might impose a spark of being into the lifeless thing that lay at my feet. It was already 1 o'clock in the morning. The rain pattered dismally against the panes, and my candle was nearly burnt out. When, by the glimmer of the half-extinguished flame, I saw the dull yellow eye of the creature open. It breathed hard, and a convulsive motion agitated its limbs. Devil, do you dare approach me? Begone! Or rather, stay, that I might trample you to dust!
I expected this reception. All men hate the wicked. How then must I be hated, who am miserable beyond all living things? Yet you, my creator, defeat and spurn me, thy creature, to whom thou art bound by ties, and only dissoluble by the annihilation of one of us. Your purpose to kill me, how dare you sport thus with life? Do your duty towards me, and I will do mine towards you, and the rest of mankind, if you will comply with my conditions. I will leave them and you at peace.
Begone! I will not hear you. There can be no community between you and I. We are enemies. Begone! Or rather stay and trust your strength in a fight in which one must fall.
How can I move thee? Believe me, Frankenstein, I was benevolent, my soul glowed with love and humanity, but am I not alone, miserably alone? You, my creator, abhor me. In this multitude of mankind, you of my existence, they would do as you do, and arm themselves for my destruction. I am miserable, and they shall share my richness, yet it is in your power to recompense me. Listen to my tale. When you have heard that, Abandon or commiserate me, as you shall judge that I deserve. A strange multiplicity of sensations seized me, and I saw, felt, heard, and smelt at the same time. My person was hideous, and my stature gigantic. What does this mean? Who was I? What was I? When did I come? What was my destination? Like Adam, I was apparently united by no link to any other being in existence. But his state was far different from mine in every other respect. He had come forth from the hands of God, a perfect creature guarded by the special care of this creator. He was allowed to converse with and acquire knowledge from beings of a superior nature. But I was wretched, helpless, and alone. The bitter gall of envy rose within me. Unfeeling, heartless creator, you had endowed me with perceptions and passions, and then cast me abroad, an object for the scorn and horror of mankind. But on you only had I any claim for pity and redress, and from you I determined to seek that justice which I vainly attempted to gain from any other beings that wore human form. We may not part until you have promised to comply with my requisition. I am alone and miserable. Man will not associate with me, but one as deformed and horrible as myself would not deny herself to me. My companion must be of the same species and have the same defects. This being you must create.
I do refuse it. And no amount of torture shall extort a consent from me.
You are in the wrong, and instead of threatening, I am content to reason with you. I am malicious because I am miserable. You, my creator, would tear me to pieces and triumph. Remember that and tell me why I should pity man more than he pities me. You would not call it murder. In the interchange of kindness and instead of injury, I would bestow every benefit upon him. If I cannot inspire love, I will cause fear. I intended to reason. This passion is detrimental to me, for you do not reflect that you are the cause of its excess. What I ask of you is reasonable and moderate. I demand a creature of another sex, but as hideous as myself. It shall content me, O my Creator, make me happy. If you consent, neither you nor any other human being shall ever see us again. I will go to the vast wilds of South America. I now see compassion in your eyes. Let me seize the favorable moment and persuade you to promise what I so ardently desire.
You propose to fly from the habitations of man to live in those wilds? How can you, who long for the love and sympathy of man, persevere in that exile? You will return and again seek their kindness, and you will meet with their detestation. This cannot be. Cease to argue the point, for I cannot consent.
feelings. But a moment ago you were moved by my representation, and why do you again harden yourself to my complaints?
You swear to be harmless, but have you not already shown a degree of malice that should reasonably make me distrust you?
I must not be trifled with, and I demand an answer. If I have no ties and no affections, hatred and vice will be my portion. My vices are the children of a forced solitude that I abhor, and my virtues will necessarily arise when I live in communion with an equal.
I consent to your demand, on your solemn oath to quit Europe forever and all other neighborhoods of man, as soon as I shall deliver into your hands a female to accompany you in your exile.
I swear by the sun and the blue sky of heaven, and by the fire of love that burns my heart, that if you grant my prayer, while they exist you shall never behold me again.
I have an insurmountable aversion to engaging myself in my loathsome task, of which 1,000 fearful accidents might occur, the slightest of which will associate all who associate with me with horror. I am also aware that I shall often lose all self-command, all capacity of hiding my harrowing sensations. My task shall possess me with an ungodly nature, and as soon as I finish my unearthly occupation, once commenced, it will be quickly achieved. My promise fulfilled, the creature will leave me forever.